Hello students, welcome back to my video channel. Now in today's lecture we will see the second part of searching technique, that is a binary search. As you know the concept of binary search, we have already learned the concept of binary search in the theory lecture. You can see that lecture if you haven't seen that lecture. Now the concept says that if I would like to find the element using the binary search technique, I have to sort the data in ascending or descending order. Over here, I have taken the data in ascending order. If you want to get the data in descending order, you can get it, but accordingly, you need to change the condition. Okay, so let's start the implementation of binary search algorithm. As I told you, I have mentioned the condition over here, data needs to be in sorted order. So this is for the lower bound, or you can say the lowest index value, mid value, size, integer I for traversing, dynamic array, search element, flag, and upper bound, or you can say the higher value. Over here I have taken the size from the user, then I am getting the data in ascending order. With the help of this loop, I will get the data from the user in ascending order, and then I am getting the element to be searched from the user. In the next statement, L represents the lower bound value, which will be set to the index value 0, and H represents the upper bound value, that will be set to size -1. It means if I am having the 10 elements, then the L will represent the first element and H will represent the last element. Over here I am printing the elements. Now my logic starts from here. First of all, in the binary search technique, we need to find out the mid position. So mid can be calculated by adding L plus H and divide it by 2, so that we can get the middle position. Now we need to divide the entire array in two parts, left hand side as well as right hand side. We need to continue the procedure until we find the element or all the elements of an array are compared. So we are having three possibilities. First of all, I will continue the procedure till the lower bound value is less or equals to upper bound value. Now in this while loop, I will compare my searched element with A of mid element. It says that I will compare my search key with the middle pivot element. If the searched key is less than the middle one element, then we need to change our upper bound indicator to mid -1. You need to remember over here, if you are implementing the binary search algorithm for descending order, then you need to change this condition. Instead of less than, you have to write down greater than over here. Now, so if the search element is in the left hand side portion of an array, then we need to change our upper bound to mid -1. As I told you earlier in my theory lecture also and in this video lecture also, that binary search algorithm divides the entire array in two parts. In each iteration, it divides the array into two parts. It keep on divides the array into two divisions until and unless we find the element or all the elements will be compared. So if the search element is less than the middle element, then we need to change the upper bound value to mid -1. So now we don't need to compare the elements available in the right portion of an existing original array. If the search element is greater than the mid element, then we can say that the element to be found is available on right portion of an array. So we don't need to compare the elements available in the left portion of array. And if these both conditions are false, then only one condition can be true, that is the search element is equivalent to mid element. In this case, we can say the element is found at mid position, and as soon as we find the mid element, we need to terminate the loop and display the output. So that is why I have written break over here. If I am not getting the element in this array, then further we need to divide the mid by applying the same formula, lower bound plus upper bound divided by 2, until we find the element or all the elements of an array are compared. At last, I am comparing my flag value, which is already set to 0 in the beginning, and it will be set to 1 if the element is found within the array. If it is not found within the array, then flag will remain 0, and if the flag remains 0, then we have printed a message the search element is not found. Let's check it out whether it is working or not. Let's take 15 elements. Now enter the element to be searched. Let's say I would like to find out 110. As you can see over here, 110 is available at index value 8. So it should show me index value 8 for the successful search. As you can see, the search element is at index value 8. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now let's check for the next input. Let's say I am entering 8 elements, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Now let's try to find out 11 over here, which is not available in the array. So it will show me search element is not found in the array, right? Now we will see how we can implement binary search algorithm using function. Over here I have taken integer kind of function which returns me the position of element if the element is found in array, or else it will return -1 if the element is not found. As you can see over here, I have declared all the variables from main method to my user defined method, that is I for traversing lower bound, upper bound h, mid element and search element. As you can see, I have taken the data from the user through this for loop. I have taken the element to be searched with the help of this to printf and scanf statement. I have kept my logic as it is, just I changed something over here, that is, if the element is found, then it will be found through the mid position. So I have printed the mid position over here. As soon as I found the element, I will break my loop. If I am not getting the element from the array, then what happens? In that cases, we need to consider this while loop, that this while loop will be terminated only when this while loop will be terminated only in two conditions. Condition number one, if the element is found within the array, or else the element is not found within the array. That means if the lower bound is not less or equal to upper bound h. Okay, only these two conditions this loop will get terminated. So I have provided one if condition at the end of this while loop. If L is greater than H, it means if it is an opposite of our condition mentioned in the while loop, then we can say the element is not available in the array. In that case, it will return -1, or else it will return the mid position. That is the case when we find the element from the array. Fine. So let's check it out. Let me enter 10 elements. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 and 20. Now let me find the element number 78, which is not listed in our array. So it should show me the element is not found. Yes, you can see element is not found is available. This -1 I have printed intentionally to check the value returned from the binary function. One more time we'll execute the code. This time I will enter 5 elements, 4, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Let me search the element number 1. Of course, it should show me the element is not found in the array. Yes, the search element is not found in the array. Now let us check whether it shows me the element to be found in the array correct or not. Let me enter 10 elements. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 and 19, 20. Fine. Let me check the element number 20. So it is available at index number 9. You can see 99 over here. Here the 99 indicates that I have printed the value of I also. That is why it is repeating, right? So let me change the code little bit. Now I am not printing this value, and then we will check it once again. 10, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59 and okay. So now let me find out the element number 56. Now it should show me the element is found at number 6. Let me enter 5 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let me find out element number 0. It is not there. So it shows me element is not found. One more time. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let me check element number 20, which is not there. Yes, it is not found. Okay. So that's it for the binary search algorithm with and without using function. Thank you. Thanks for watching this video.